All right, it's day 24 of the 90-day challenge. 99 problems, but this ain't one. Okay, all right, people. Today we're going to continue on with the discussion about promoting on Facebook. So, I did some research today, and here's some things I learned um, from doing some promoting on Facebook. First off, I learned this concept of it's an acronym. The acronym is the word STIR. S-T-I-R. The S stands for shelf life. The T stands for time. The I stands for impact. And the R stands for the results. Okay, let's go back through all four of these letters. I learned this from a guy named Jay Beyer. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correct. Jay Beyer, I think his name is. Anyway, so here's what it goes. If the reason why I did this is because I had some fun yesterday or this weekend with a project I wanted to do because I love to cook, right? And so, within the Power Network, you basically blog about things you want to blog about. Well, I'm not putting this on my blog per se, but I wanted to just play around with the idea of delivering my information through a different, presenting it in a different way, as opposed to just only doing the video. How about if I did like a kind of like a cooking show? Because I kind of always wanted to do my own cooking show, So I had a dish I was preparing for dinner, and I started doing some of the preparation as I'm talking and discussing the preparation for the dinner, right? And after I started putting the meats and things of that already on the stove and on the grill, because I was grilling the meats, I stepped in front of the camera and started speaking, doing some inspirational talking about some ideas I had in my head at the time. Then I went back to finishing the recipes and going through that, okay? So what happened was that one video just got a lot more likes and shares and a lot more visibility. In the words of Facebook, it had a much larger reach than I expected. Now, your reach is what in Facebook, just to give you a brief definition, as I understand it, is where it tells you it's a combination of how many people that you have on that have liked your page. So when you're posting something on Facebook, whether it's a quote, whether it's going to be a picture, it's going to be a video or whatnot, a blog post you want to put on there also, whatever it may be. When you post it on there, it goes to people's news feeds that are in your that like your page or are your friends list, depending on which format you're using. I'm particularly talking about a fan page right now. So part of the insights, which is basically your metrics, your metrics, kind of your metrics for your fan page. So basically showing you who is seeing your information, who's seeing your posts, what they're doing with your posts, and give you some feedback as far as your engagement, right? So I looked on there and I had seen like 20 some people had seen the video. Cause I posted this like late night in the night. And then when I woke up in the morning, it showed I had several hundred people. It had reached several hundred people by the time I woke up in the morning. This has been like 7 or 8 hours, sleep. Again, not between the time I posted and the time I got and I actually looked again. That wasn't all sleep. I watched some videos last night. The thing about it is, I was wondering, well, how do I know if I need to promote this? Because I had never really promoted an ad yet, or promoted a post yet. And I was going to get into doing ads, but I hadn't promoted the post yet because we're still discussing the free advertising. So I hadn't done this, but I wanted to know. So when I came across this information, it made sense to me. So again, the S stands for shelf life. So this is how long has your post been, how long will your post be relevant? Like if you posted it today, because I guess there's a time frame, a time period where Facebook has to actually post the video back up there or whatever it may be, whatever your post is, on other people's feeds. I wanted to promote the post, which means it's going to stay longer on other people's news feeds of people who have liked my who liked my web fan page. Well, it's how long how long do I think this information is going to be relevant? It's something that just happened just then, or is something like a long-term principle, life principles, things like that. And that's what I was kind of doing. This is a cooking technique and a life principle. So it's not like it's going to be irrelevant. It wasn't going to be irrelevant in a few days on the road. So it passes that. Then you have time. So it hasn't been at least 6 hours since I first published it. So, well, as I said, it's already been like 7 or 8 hours since I published it. And well past that at this point now. Impact. Impact is saying, was there some type of call to action or a link to a website like your Empower Network blog or whatever other website you may be using, or something, some type of call to action, go pick up your free book, whatever it is. Was it on there? Because you can put some, whatever you have in your post, you definitely want to have it in your post, something that directs somebody towards a website or back to your fan page or like that, or at least just put in likes. But in this particular case, if we're talking about promoting, it's suggested not to, if it just has suggesting a like on this post, to not necessarily promote it, okay? But if you have something like a website link or some kind of call to action, that's number 3. Okay, so yes, I had my website link on there. Number 4 is results. And here's the thing about the results. It says to try to get you a greater than 1% engagement ratio. And here's how they come up with the engagement ratio. What you did is you take your, under each post, you will see under the post on Facebook, you see like, comment, and share. Okay? So what they're suggesting is you add up the number of likes plus the number of comments plus the number of shares. Okay? Take that total and divide all of that, that total, by the number of fans that you have. Okay? Very key. So like my number of fans, say it was 100, okay, and I got a couple comments, and I got a couple shares, and then I also have 5 or 6 likes on there for this post. You add all those together, you get like 7 or 8, 9 total for those likes, comments, and shares, and you divide that by that 100 total fans. That gives me like a 8 or 9% somewhere, or whatever it may be, depending on what number is said. So that will be greater than 1%. And according to Jay Buyer, says that number right there would tell you, yes, go ahead and promote this post. So that's what I plan to do, is promote the post and move forward from there. I will give you some feedback on that, of course, let you know how that works out. So here's some tips I pulled from some study from Jay Buyer. It was interesting for me to see that he says, this is the numbers, statistically speaking, of course, statistics are just what they are. Somebody pulled the numbers. 44% of social media users are most likely to engage with companies that post visual content. We're specifically talking about Facebook. And that's the reason why I said before that you want to put a picture, even if you put a quote up there, you want to try to get some quote that you can put onto a picture, whether you're going to use like Picasa or something like that, or Adobe Photoshop, use something like that to put your quote on a picture, because more likely people are going to look at it. Okay, and remember, that also boosts you up in relevance, because Facebook, for whatever reason, decides with their infinite wisdom, that is Facebook, says people who put pictures and videos on there are going to get pushed to the top and more likely get seen more people across your fan page, the fans and your friends list. Also, some other few things. So you want to rotate the marketing material that's on my cover picture. That's something I haven't done yet, so I want to try to do that. What I've seen is a lot of people have started putting arrows and things saying like my page or whatever, some type of marketing material on their cover picture. Now, you still want to have your face, other people need to see your face, something like connecting to your face, but by changing the cover picture. It also suggests that you use both organic and paid posts to direct the audience to a customized landing page. Here's another thing I plan on doing this week. I haven't been using a cover page here on my a landing page on my fan page. So I want to create that. I've seen a few different examples of this, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get that done. And I asked some people who are going to try to help me with that. So as I get that help and figure that out, I will talk about how to create your own landing page on Facebook. Keep everybody on there. As we said before also, that Facebook likes for you to try to keep people on Facebook. They want you to, you get on Facebook, you stay on Facebook. And they do a good job of doing it. So they're more likely to be more affable towards me when I have a page that keeps people on my page. Instead of saying, clicking on my link that sends them to a website outside of Facebook, takes them away from Facebook, I can have a link on my post or whatnot that takes them to another tab within my fan page. So it keeps them on Facebook, and I can accomplish the same thing by getting their email and a phone number, or email and a name. We also want to try to do here. You want to pay to promote your own good content. Okay, so we talked about we have advertisements that's going down the outside external advertisements. You have advertisements that can go on your news feed, and you can just promote your own post. That's what I discussed with the stir process, with the stir concepts. With this post, I promote my own post and boost that up itself. Okay, now promoting and boosting are two things. Boosting you're going to do with your fan page. Promoting you're going to be doing on your personal page. Now, the promoting process of a post, by doing that, becomes a lot more cheaper. Yeah, I said a lot more cheaper. It becomes cheaper for you to do that. Is to promote your own post as opposed to creating an ad. And a lot of people, I don't know about you, but I don't personally. I look at the ads just as a marketer. I'm looking in to see what they're doing, to see what draws my attention. If I wanted to click on there, what was about those ads, or maybe it's a good headline. You're trying to add that to your swipe files. Last two things on here. You want to do more of the content that people, the audience is engaging with. So like that video of me cooking, I got so much information back from that, and some other videos of me doing some inspirational quotes, inspirational speaking, like 2 or 3 minutes. Both of those have been getting me a lot more feedback than everything else I was put on there. Now that's with the people that are engaging with me. That doesn't mean it'll be the same for you. You have to pay attention to what's going on and feedback, and the most feedback you're getting from your post, where that's coming from. Maybe you're very, very good at putting some good pictures up there and putting quotes across it. That might be what it is. Maybe you're very, very good at finding the viral videos that people want to see. Maybe you do that. Do more of those things to keep people engaged on looking at your site. The last thing is, you don't need to keep pitching your offer so much, not to be every single time. You may be directing them back towards your fan page, maybe direct them towards your website. Again, we're going to be leading more towards keeping people on Facebook is what we're going to go to. You just want to make sure they know that you have an offer in case they want something. But the more you engage with them, the longer you build a relationship with them through your post and through comments and things of that nature, the more time you spend engaging with them through their content, when they decide they want to make something, make a purchase, they're going to think of you. That's what we're trying to do. Make them think of you. I remember a line from Coming to America. But Coming to America, Eddie Murphy's over there cleaning at McDowell's, right? And he was mopping the floor, right? And the gentleman, he was talking to one of the guys, whether it was one of his manager or whatever, who had some big goals. He was going to move up he was started off as cleaning the floors and moved up to fry cook. Now he's being a cashier, right? So he's giving this story to Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy later on is like mopping the floors. And he was saying to someone, I can't remember the whole exact story right now. I haven't watched the movie in a while. But he says, when you think of trash cans, think of me, right? That's what you want to have your customers have when you want to think of the people, your fans or your friends. When they think of internet marketing or making money from home, they want to think of me. All right, it's D. Arlando Fortune telling you to keep it as simple as ABC. 1, 2, 3. No. Right me. I'm out. Because confidence is all you really need to live your life in style. So just do what you gotta do.